Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back. It is Friday, which means we are back with another live. It's been a very exciting week for us. Maybe not especially in the influencing content space, but majority of the product, the website side has been really great. But I think we should just hop right into what we're doing. So this week we put out an influencer recap, yeah?
Yeah.
So you just kind of went through all the stories and picked out what you thought was...
Yeah, so I feel like the more influencers I read about and I listen to the podcasts they're on, a lot of them say the same things. I mean, everyone has their thing, right? But the same core advice is always there. And so I just looked at that and I just thought, if they're all saying the same things, whoa. Those are the things that are working. Like my brain's faster than my mouth, right?
Yeah.
Like those are the things that are working and those are the things to pay attention to. So let's just make a list and put them all in one place. So
For sure.
that's what this week is all about.
Okay, so we're just gonna check that out right now. If you haven't seen it already, definitely go look at it on your own. But yeah, so the first thing you got on there is love your work, right? And that's from four different influencers.
And there were actually more, but then I thought, at a certain point they're just repeating, but I think everybody says that. I mean, nobody's gonna tout hating what you do. Like,
well,
it won't last.
No one's going to want to watch you doing something you actively hate doing. Right. Like
you're just miserable.
Well, and especially because influencing, like you were starting out as your biggest fan. Like you have to be the one motivating yourself to keep going, even when you're getting no views on your videos and all that, So being able to like what you're doing definitely helps with that mental endurance as well.
Yeah, so one of our most recent influencers that we've highlighted, which is the Humans of New York guy, Brandon Stanton. His quote's my favorite, so I'm going to read that one in this section. So he says, everything that got us to where we are today with Humans of New York was hundreds of evolutions that came out of the enjoyment of going out and photographing every day. So in the beginning, he just liked photography and then it just slowly turns into all these other things. But if you start it like, I don't like this, but I see that someone else made money doing it, it's just not gonna get you very far.
I'm in New York, I see everyone with a camera, I might as well go out and take some pictures, I guess. And
there was kind of a funny joke when, I don't know, maybe you weren't even born yet, but like when blogs were new and everyone was starting a blog, everyone was a photographer. And it was this funny joke, like, just because you have a camera doesn't mean you're a photographer, but just being, and he also talks about, you have to like what you're doing, but and being your biggest fan. I lied. I thought it was a different quote that was on there, but then I read it anyway because I said I was going to. But he also talks about being your biggest fan and how just improve your work so that you like it better. Yeah. Like you're getting no feedback, you're getting no validation, whatever, but how can you yourself like it better? And then that's what you move forward with.
What would you enjoy seeing next?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because and sometimes when you're working on something and you're like, well, it's good enough, and you kind of hope other people think it's amazing. Yeah. You already know that it needs improvement, so it's like, just go there in the first place. Yeah. But yeah, it's a self-motivated in the beginning. So anyway.
Well, in the beginning, and even it's just the whole time you want to be liking what you do, because you could get burnt out, and then. You're just gonna lose your following because no one wants to see you slowly lose the will, lose the will to continue. Down. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Put in the work.
I think these kind of go together. Like I was mixing up the quotes in my brain of, because you're loving your work, but you're also doing the work. So. Well,
and it's a little bit different though, because you can like it, but just sitting down and getting into the nitty gritty. Like there is a lot of things in influencing that can become pretty tedious. Yeah. Like making posts and editing videos and all that. Like if you are not an experienced person in those fields already, that can be really time consuming.
Yeah, to learn how, and you're climbing the learning curve in so many different areas. Yeah.
Well, and just figuring out, hey, this is what other people are doing. How do I do that? Like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So if you really like what you're doing enough to the point where you think that you can do it, you still need to be able to sit down and say, hey, this is what I want to do. How am I going to do that? And kind of just map that out for yourself, right? I mean, Zach says the biggest thing is consistency. There's a lot of people who make one video or even 10 videos and they're like, okay, that was fun. Only got a couple subscribers. I'm going to bounce out. But in reality, those 10 videos, it's not a big enough net to capture viewers online. Once you have 100 videos or 200, that's when you start to gain an audience. That Zach has like over 800 videos.
Yeah, and if you think of okay, I need to make at least 100 videos before I even start to get noticed. I think that right there turns a lot of people off.
Yeah.
It's like, this is, like we always say, a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like 100 videos. That's like more than a year's worth of work. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's not going to happen overnight. But if it's what you really want to do, you can do it. It's a self-made career, you know?
Well, and he's one of the smartest, I think, like business plan people that I read about, because he's saying, I didn't quit my day job until this became a full-time thing.
For sure.
You know, it's not like he didn't quit based on the idea of trying something new.
Living out of his mom's
He waited
garage,
until it was he waited till it was actually a thing, actually profitable before he switched over. So, you know, it's like turning your side hustle into your main job, but you also have to support yourself in the process.
Well, it takes a business mindset,
it's a lot of work.
You know? Like, you were essentially your boss. Like, you were self-employed.
Yes.
So.
And if you see, like, the Holderness family has a behind-the-scenes video where they show, this is our day-to-day of putting out one video a week. This is the work it takes, and they go Monday through Sunday. Like, they show you what they do every single day to produce that one live video every week. And it's just like, man, it's work. It's not just turn on the camera and here I am. So
okay, we're done filming, just upload it.
It's a lot. So that just, you know, gives you a reality check that you have to do the work to make your dream come true.
Well, and you kind of are competing with others in the space too, right? Like, if you need to kind of be able to match the quality of other people's videos, because if you show up and it is just, I mean, looks like you recorded it on your iPhone 4, didn't do any editing and threw it up there, or it's a picture that you kind of just threw, like what was it, the Detoxinista? Like her picture difference. Like, her first one looked awful, but by 2016 she was like,
figured out photography.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you are competing, kind of.
And she also does talk about that, how in the beginning, she said in the beginning, this picture worked. Because there weren't a million food bloggers. But now, she said, that will not fly. You have to have those skills, so.
Which ties in with learning from others in your genre, right? Like, it's the same. I mean, Detoxinista, again, a lot of blogging is kind of seeing what other people are doing and deciding if that's the way you want to go or not.
Yeah, like, see what they're doing, but also adapt it for yourself.
Well, it needs to be
you can't
unique.
Just copy something.
Exactly.
But the ideas are there, and we also have Rachel Bennett in that section. If you go look at the post of the Ohana adventure, which is Rachel Bennett, but there's a link to a podcast interview that she did, and she just cannot say enough about this. So she talks about how she used to go to blog meetups, and they would find blogger friends and they would all help each other. And so you are competing, but then she also talks about find the people that you're all going to cheer each other on. And you're going to say, you know what I figured out about the YouTube algorithm? And you tell them, and you help each other, and, you know, form your own network and support system. Because the thing is with YouTube, people can watch as many videos as they want. It's not like, I can make money, but that means you cannot. Oh, we both could. So, you know, you can help each other out, and collaborate in any way. But pay attention to what's working and what just falls flat. So.
But if we just head back to here, we only have one more. So give back. We saw this a lot in a lot of different.
And you know what's funny too is when I kept seeing this, and people, the influencers kept saying, you have to be doing this for something bigger than yourself. Then I got to one that I couldn't find a foundation. I couldn't find a charity video, nothing. And I just was like, whoa, you missed the boat, you know, because it seems so common. And then when it was missing, it was noticeable. So, but yeah, just Dude Perfect, use your platform for a greater cause than yourself. Dude Perfect has done a lot of charity, and I could just, so Rob Kinney, he's also on there, the Dad How Do I guy that makes videos, and he took a long time before he would monetize his channel. And he said people kept telling him, you could make so much money, and he was like, that's not why I'm here. But then he realized, okay, I could do good with the money. So he formed some charities to help, you know, so it's just...
Well, it's building a community, right? Like, that's what you're doing online. So giving back, whether that's within that community you built or outside, just kind of trying to make the world a better place, right? Like that is...
And there's so many causes, like you can't help everybody, but you can help somebody. So pick something that means something to you, and then go for that. So, but yeah, those are the 4 biggest things that it seems like everybody is saying. So if you have no idea where to start there, and then just keep learning.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's going to cover it for our influencing section for this week. I'm going to go over once again, we do have quick links. So if you have not checked out those videos yet, please go give them a just quick look, because it will seriously take you like half an hour to set up, and your following will thank you for it.
And let me tell you also how quick links can save you money, because it's included. It's included with your website. You don't have to pay extra to get a quick links link.
If you have your package for influencing, you have access to quick links. This is getting sold as a feature in other places for like $10 or more, and you get it for free. So
like third of, you know, of your influencing package.
Definitely go check that out. It's very customizable. You can really just set it up however you want. But
quick links is exciting.
I will live and die by quick links for a while. But if you have been looking at trying to get a website, we did just yesterday get our themes uploaded. So you should definitely come check these out, because we have, I think, 32, 33 themes now that you can pick from, get your website running up, and just
what I mean. If you're a food blogger, there's that format. If you're adventurous, there's something for everyone. Commerce, you know, there's so many options. Just choose the one you like, and also know you can change the colors, you can change the font, you can add more pages. You know,
it's your unique website. It's just, hey, what do I want as my starting point? What's going to inspire the rest of my online presence, right? But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this week's life, unless you have anything else to say.
I think that's it.
Okay, we will catch you next Friday. It's been fun. See you guys.
Bye.